If you're watching this video, you probably want to know what's the best side hustle that requires no money whatsoever to start doing. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ethan Chase and I post videos every single day on the stock market and weekly videos on personal finance, investing, and life. When I first heard about this, I thought this is too good to be true, but it isn't. What it is you are participating in focus groups, and this is also called focus grouping as a verb. Companies around the world conduct market research all the time, and they need participants to conduct that research on. And what you are doing is you're being that participant to answer your questions truthfully about your experiences with different topics. The process is as follows. The first step is to go on different websites, which are essentially portals to apply for these studies. And there's a few websites which I use, which I'll show you in a couple seconds in the video. But what these websites are essentially like bulletin boards or job boards, where companies and marketing research companies will go ahead and post kind of invitations to participate in these studies. They post kind of the title of what they're looking into, the qualifications you need to have, or the background experience you need to have, and kind of some preliminary general information about the study. If that study, let's say, interests you, you could go ahead and click on it and then answer a few questions, kind of a pre-survey screening to see if you fit and are a good participant for that study. If you are, and the company, let's say, chooses you, and then you do the study and then you earn the money. And on the websites, it'll show you how long the studies will take to participate in and the expected payout for that study. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look on these websites. The first website I use is something called respondent.io. The process is you make an account, you hit browse projects, and it has all these projects and the information about them and how much you can expect to make if you are chosen and participate in the study. So let's take a look at some of the projects and some of the features this website offers. So let's look at the first one. Was posted 2 days ago, and they're seeking prepaid cell phone users. So if you have a prepaid cell phone and you use a prepaid cell phone, then this survey might apply for you. You can see that it takes around 60 minutes to complete, and these could either be surveys you just answer, it could be a Zoom call, you could have questions and record yourself. There's a bunch of ways to actually conduct it, but essentially is that you take it for an hour and then your payout is $50. And again, you don't need any money to do this. If you have a webcam, you have a computer and internet, then you can go on. You don't need to invest any money. You just apply for a bunch of these surveys, see where you hear back from, complete those surveys, and then earn money. It's that simple. So that's one study. And you can scroll down, there's a whole long list of them, and there's different ways to kind of filter what you're looking for. When you first sign up, it'll ask you for your interests, so you could kind of tailor what pops up on your computer to, stuff that you may have background experience in. But essentially, this is what it looks like. And this video is going to be super short because this process and this side hustle isn't that complex, and that's what I love about it. So you could filter by compensation. Let's say you want a minimum of $85. Say you want a minimum of $85. You could kind of go ahead and let's refresh the page. You go ahead and filter by it, and essentially you have all of these, surveys or potential studies at your disposal. You can apply to them and see which ones you get. The second one I like to use is something called user interviews, and it's the same type of outlook or outlay. Basically, you have all these surveys, the time it takes, and the payout you get. The only caveat for the side hustle is that the response rate, so the rate at which you get selected to actually participate, is fairly low because these companies and marketing research firms are looking for very specific candidates that they want to interview you. So if you don't fit that mold, then you're not going to get selected, and of course you're not going to get paid for doing the survey. But if you apply to a bunch and you view it as something you just do, let's say every month you apply to a bunch and see when you hear back, it's a great way to earn extra money on the side. So that's pretty much it. This is a super simple side hustle you can do wherever, and the best thing about it is that unlike many other side hustles, it requires absolutely no upfront capital whatsoever, and because of that, I like it. If this is something that interests you, like this video, comment down below what side hustles you are doing, and of course subscribe to my channel because every subscription for me is another step on my journey to financial freedom.